AppleTechBeast.
This is AppleTechBeast, and today I am reviewing the Sphero Ollie Darkside Edition. Now, I did originally review the Standard Edition Ollie, however that review was taken down for some unknown reason, and I don't want to put it back up in case YouTube kill me for it, basically. I will try to do my best at explaining that in the comparison between the two devices in a separate video. Give a bit of an explanation in this video as well, as it is a review of this of the Darkside Edition. That's just a quick explanation as to why you won't be able to find the original review on my channel. So the Darkside Edition, as you can see here, is black as opposed to white and blue on the Standard Edition Ollie, and it basically means that you get some extra accessories here. So you get hubcaps that you have to buy separately with the Standard Edition Ollie, and they're also in black, as well as the nubby tyres, which are also black, that come with the Ollie Darkside Edition. And now you do pay about £20 extra in the UK at the moment. Prices do vary all the time, so check the links in the description as to how much it is in your country right now. But yeah, you pay about £20 extra to get some more accessories, a really cool blacked out version of the Ollie, and some things I'll talk about in a second. So the device itself is essentially the same as the standard Ollie. It does nothing different in the way it moves. It looks just about the same. The standard default colour for the LEDs is also red, so you get a sort of black and red theme throughout the packaging and the device itself, and also the app. As soon as you pair the Ollie to the app on your Android or iOS device, it will know that it's a Sphero Darkside Edition, and it will turn the whole app black and red themed. I think there are 3 preset LED themes in the app. There's a firelight theme, which is really cool. It sort of flickers like a candle. You also get a red theme, like I said. You also get like magical theme, which is like purpley, which is also really, really cool. And I've forgotten what the last one is, but you basically get lots of different presets that you don't get with the Standard Edition Ollie, which is quite cool. And then obviously you can have I think it's 13.8 million different colours that you can have with the Standard Ollie anyway. So you can choose any colour you want, but you do get the cool presets that you would expect with the Darkside Edition. So the nubby ties that I mentioned are black instead of white, that you'd have to buy separately with the Standard Edition Ollie, and they help you get better grip outside, basically. So yeah, the Ollie Darkside Edition comes pre-installed with the drift tyres. Now, I don't actually think you get drift tyres with the Standard Edition Ollie without buying them separately. I think you only get the nubby tyres, which is quite a cool thing, because the drift tyres basically allow you to have less grip, which with the Ollie is quite interesting because it's incredibly fast and powerful, but it doesn't turn all that well. So that basically means that you'll be doing spins and drifts everywhere you go, like outside, indoors. It's pretty fun having the drift tyres on. Now, like I said, the nubby tyres give you a lot more grip, especially outdoors, so if you're going to go on grass or anything like that, I definitely recommend installing the nubby tyres that come with the Darkside Edition. Like I said, you can buy all these accessories with the Standard Edition Ollie, it's just they cost more, obviously. You don't get them in the package. So the Ollie as a toy in general, so not just the Darkside Edition, all of the Ollie range, it's a very, very good device. So the Ollie can travel up to 14 miles per hour or 6 meters a second. There we go, finally got that. I've tried that like 6 times now. Basically, it's insanely quick, especially when compared to the original Sphero, or the Sphero 2.0, which I think can go 6 miles an hour, or something around there. It is incredibly quick. Now, it does sort of compromise the handling, like I've mentioned. It is just incredibly fast, so you're going fast, and then you want to turn, but it doesn't want to turn, because it works by turning one side faster than the other to turn it, like a tank sort of thing, which means that, especially when you've got the drift tyres on, it just doesn't want to turn. Well, no, it does want to turn, but it turns so violently that it just flips itself over, and then that therefore means that it doesn't turn all that well. It's quite a fun thing, but if you want to avoid something to stop crashing into it and damaging the device, then it's not all that helpful. And about that, they are incredibly well made. You'll struggle to break them, it's just that you get scratches on them. They do get scratched up quite well. It's more so the case with the original Sphero and Sphero 2.0, but you can see on the tyres here maybe, they get very sort of scratched up and scuffed up, which is to be expected because they're going to be in contact with the ground constantly and moving at 40 miles an hour as well. But no, build quality I have no complaints about the build quality. They are incredibly well made, especially for the price. I think the standard Ollie is about £80, £75 at the moment, but Black Friday might also be coming up soon. Depends on when I'm uploading this. So you can probably get your hands on one then. Yeah, build quality is very, very good for the price. The application is very, very well made. as well. So they have put a lot of time into that. They keep bringing out updates, festive themed updates as well. I would imagine there's probably one for Halloween, because I'm filming this around Halloween now. Like, they do a sort of Christmas themed update. They could even add like Christmas themed preset LED things for on the Ollie. They provide over-the-air updates via the app, so you stream them straight to the device, which is really, really cool. And yeah, generally, it's an incredibly good device for the price. I would definitely recommend it to anyone that sort of likes to drive around, but doesn't really have the space. It's a very, very good device to play with inside, because I know you can buy RC cars for quite a low price now, but they're just not easy to use inside. They're too quick, or they're not as agile, or they're not agile enough to really properly use inside. And also, the battery life on them is absolutely awful. The battery life of the Ollie is about an hour of playtime, and I think it takes about an hour to charge, maybe an hour or two to charge, which is absolutely insane. I'm not too sure about the charge time, by the way. I just charged mine overnight. All of the Sphero products have amazing playtime compared to the charge time. It is just like remote control cars, you get about 15 minutes of playtime out of like 6 hours of charging sometimes. If you can see on the back there is a little micro USB port, and you get provided with a USB thing here with Ollie branding. You can see what comes in the box in my unboxing, so take a look at that. It's a very, very good device. If you've got a tiny bit of extra money to spend, so about £20 to £30 or around $40, I assume, might be a bit less, then I would definitely recommend getting the Darkside Edition. You get some extra accessories that would cost you quite a bit to buy with the standard edition of the Ollie. You also get a really cool blacked out look to the device and some cool preset LED animations within the app. Also, I think I forgot to mention that the Ollie Darkside Edition, hence the name, is actually quite disobedient in its sort of ways. So when you turn on the app and connect it, it will just randomly do 360s and move around on its own, which is actually really, it sounds annoying, but it's really, really cool. It gives the device a character, and you can name your device as well, which also sort of adds to that character that it gives. But yeah, that was my full review of the Sphero Ollie Darkside Edition. Like I said, my full review of the original Ollie has been taken down, so I do apologise for that. I can't really show you that, but hopefully I'll be making a comparison between the two devices just to give you a bit of an insight into the exact differences between them without the full review sort of thing in the way. But yeah, feel free to take a look at the unboxings of the Darkside Edition and the original Ollie to get a feel of what's different in the packaging. I'll put the links in the description for that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then like it. If you didn't, then dislike it. And comment on your opinion on my channel and this device in general. That was the wrong way around. Comment on this device and my channel in general. There we go. Please subscribe if you want more content like this, so you'll get to see the comparison between the two devices. Also, the review of my OnePlus 2 and the Parrot Rolling Spider. They should be coming soon, as well as some gaming videos, possibly to do with GTA 5. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.